This is Mieke, founder and general manager of the marketing house Vietnam. Welcome, and I'm sitting here next to Tien from Secret Eats. Welcome.
Thank you, Mieke, for inviting me here.
Very welcome. What is Secret Eats about?
So we offer culinary experiences in unique and hidden places for international travelers coming to Da Nang and Hoi An and would like an unforgettable time.
That sounds amazing. Okay, so the topic of today is Facebook rules business society in Vietnam. You came up with this.
Yes.
Let's dig into it. Let's explain the viewers out there in the world. Facebook is a massive shopping mall. What does that mean?
First, you need to know that there's 100 million people in Vietnam, and 80% of that use Facebook.
Over 80 million of people living in Vietnam use Facebook. Can you imagine?
Yes, unbelievable, right? That's a lot. And all of us use Facebook not only to update our personal life, but also use to shop something, buy something, and you can literally find anything on Facebook.
Anything. So you mean B2C, B2B?
Whatever you can think of, it can be like food, beverage, it can be machine, online study courses, it can be
Cars?
from very cheap prices to very high-end and high-value
Buying
products.
a house?
Oh, a lot. There's a lot of house out there you can easily search on Facebook search tool.
So since all these people are buying, it means that all these companies in Vietnam have this fan page.
Oh yeah. So when you think to invest in Vietnam, open a company or build your own brand, number one must thing to do, have your fan page. Facebook fan page.
Yeah, very important. Huh? So the whole business society revolves around Facebook, which is of course very different in Western world. Huh? In Western world, many people will use Google first to find a product or service, while many Vietnamese immediately go to Facebook to find a product or service.
That's right.
And I think also in Western world, people are going to buy online directly via the website of the company providing the service or a product, or go to an online platform.
That's
like
right. Shopify, eBay, Amazon. I think that's number 3 most popular shopping platform from the Western world.
Yeah, and I'm from Europe, so in Europe I think Zalando is the biggest e-commerce site to buy products or services. So very different from Vietnam, where many companies rely on Facebook only to sell their products or services, isn't it?
That's right. So many companies, they really spend their money to build their Facebook fan page.
Yeah. So if you say all these people are buying directly via that Facebook fan page, how does that buying work then?
Oh, so the process is really convenient. At first, you find your desired product, you find the suitable or reliable fan page, you see the post, you just send a direct message and you close a deal in that chat box. And the company, they'll send the product directly to your address and you pay cash on delivery, and that eliminates all the risk of losing your information like bank account, credit card account, and that's it. Really convenient for us.
So it's just a quick chat between the admin behind the fan page.
That's right.
And the person who is interested to buy that product or service.
Exactly.
So I can imagine indeed it goes very quickly.
Very fast.
Huh? You don't need to give your credit card information or any kind of bank information because you pay by delivery, not beforehand, huh?
So you also have a choice to do that, but to make sure we prefer cash on delivery.
I understand. Again, very different in Western world. When they use these big online platforms, they will have to give their credit card information and usually pay beforehand. So you usually in Western world, you only get delivery after you have paid.
Yes.
So that's a big difference, of course. You're saying every company, small, medium, corporate, they all have a fan page.
That's right.
I think it must be very difficult to stand out then as a business owner in Vietnam, since everybody is already posting on a fan page. This means if you want to stand out with your Facebook fan page in Vietnam, you need to do it differently. This is about marketing. This is about having a strategy for your fan page. It's about having a unique value proposition. It's about differentiating yourself. It's about your brand identity. how are you going to ensure that people who go to Facebook, who use Facebook, who want to buy products or services on Facebook, that they are attracted by your fan page, that they're going to click, like, comment and share to your fan page? That must be a challenge.
That is a challenge.
So even if you are a specialist in a very specific niche, you're selling a B2B product or service and you're like, but Facebook, I cannot use Facebook for that. Still, for Vietnam, you need that fan page. So what I want to add here from my point of view as a business development expert is what I see happening in Western world is that all the companies who use Facebook in Western world, usually it's for branding.
Yeah.
So it's B2C companies, so selling products for consumers, and it's branding, staying top of mind with their Facebook fan page. While in Vietnam, it's for everything.
Yes.
For every stage that the customer is at. I think also in Western world, what I often see, they use a fan page for employer branding. So coming out with a great presence, a great brand as a company who employs people. So for recruiting, we see that in Vietnam too.
Yes.
But again, in Vietnam, it's only a part of using Facebook for everything. People in Vietnam selling products or services, even for big companies, via a live stream on Facebook. How does that work?
So like in Vietnam, everybody can become a seller if you have an account. So there are many sellers. They spend can be 5 to 8 hours per day in front of the camera, live streaming, showing their product, explaining about what they are selling, and they close the deal right on that live stream.
Yeah, something you can consider when you want to sell a product in Vietnam.
Yeah.
I see, so of course at the Marketing House Vietnam, we observe companies all the time in Vietnam. What do they do to get customers? What do they do to get revenues? What are the marketing approaches that they use? And very often we see that these small and medium businesses, they put all their energy, time, money in promoting the products and the services via Facebook only.
Yes.
So we call that putting all your eggs in one basket. That is of course not the way to do it. So what would be your advice to the people around the world watching us right now when they want to become successful in Vietnam? What should they do with their marketing?
So I highly recommend to, well, you still need to focus on Facebook, but shouldn't put all the eggs in one basket. You'll need to research other social media platforms like Instagram and Zalo and TikTok Shop as well.
Yes, so great input. Do research about what other channels could be effective for your business in Vietnam, but of course that is talking about social media. Of course, us from the Marketing House Vietnam, we would of course recommend you to have a comprehensive marketing strategy, including some kind of social media channels, Facebook number one. And of course you need to have a website, and then offline thinking about collaborations, thinking about having ambassadors for your company, thinking about brochures. So you need, just like in any country in the world, you need a comprehensive marketing strategy to be successful with your business in Vietnam. And you have the advantage that many small and medium businesses don't do this in Vietnam yet. So right now it's your time to come and do business in Vietnam.
That's right.
We welcome you. We want to thank Tien for this beautiful interview and sharing value with us and with the audience here.
Thank you, Mickey, for inviting me. It's my honor.
You're very welcome. Please subscribe and share this video with anybody in the world who's looking to do business or grow their company in or with Vietnam, and stay tuned for the next video.